Rolls in, we'll just welcome them. This is not going to be a long, fancy presentation, but I do appreciate everybody coming. For those that do not know who I am, I'm Tom Spalding. I'm the president of the Lowville Lions, and we are excited to be a part of this project that has come together. A real brief, quick summary of how it came about. We had caught wind that the old machine that was purchased back in 2012 had basically run its course, and we heard that, you know, it's an expensive machine, but we saw the value of it because it helps protect our children. And working closely with Daryl and Brandon from the police department, the project started to catch legs, and it took off from there, and it actually came together pretty quickly because the first thing I did was I reached out to my good friend Mark from Essenlohr Motors, who has worked with us really well in the past. For those who don't know, Mark was very instrumental in another project that the Lions did a few years ago when we put together the big project with the van and trailer down at the food pantry that helps thousands of families and has helped thousands of families over the last couple of years. And without any hesitation, Mark says I'm on board. So that obviously makes my life easier to put the project together. But I really want to stress that, you know, our calling as the Lions, where there's a need, there's a lion. You know, it kind of extends to Mark Essenlohr. So I want to say thank you for that, because when there has been a major project in need in the village community of Lowville, Mark has not hesitated to step up. So, and we'll give you a chance to. I know you love public speaking, so we're definitely going to give you a chance to speak. The other understanding of the Lions, the Lowville Lions, and the Brandell Murphy Youth Foundation combined for the other 5,000 of the project. I will let Kelly in a minute talk about a little bit about the Brandell Murphy Foundation so people understand how that fits into the overall picture of the Lions. But last but not least, hopefully you've heard of the Lowville Lions. If you haven't, I guess that's a concern on my end. But I'm convinced you've seen other projects that we've been a part of to make Lowville a better place. The Four Corners was a major project that the Lowville Lions was involved in. So we take great pride in making our community a better place to live. If it's something that interests you, we always welcome new members, so there's my plug for that. And there's a lot of other Lions here today, so afterwards, if you have a question regarding a little bit more about what we do or how you can help out, please approach one of us. So next, I'd like to ask Mark come up for just briefly and obviously plug your business. I think that's important. And talk a little bit about what this means to you as well.
Well, I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity. It means a lot to me, small community. I like to be able to be a part of this area. I hate to see businesses go away in the area, so I'd just like to say thank you to the Lions. Tom's always there trying to be like, hey, we got this going on. Involve me with this and that. So I really appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this community. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Kelly, if you wouldn't mind talking a little bit about Brandell Murphy Foundation so everyone understands that.
Sure. So the Brandell Murphy Youth Foundation was set up a little over 12, 13 years ago, I think now. Al Brandell is the past international president of Lions, and we usually give a gift to the departing international presidents. And he decided he didn't need a new car. He wanted the money to go into a startup foundation that would benefit children. He was a detective with the Nassau County Sheriff's Department, so that's why the logo looks a little familiar with the badge. But children were the basis of the foundation. So we can write grants. They're matching grants for up to $2,000, and the Brandell Murphy Youth Foundation will pay out. They've given us grants in the past for the backpack programs and feeding the children around here. And so this was a project that just seemed to be right up their alley. Police involvement and children, benefiting children. They were happy to hand us the $2,000 matching check, and we appreciate their support, and we try and support them as well. And the club was thrilled to be able to do something more for the community. That's what we're here for, community in need. So, thank you.
Thanks, Kelly. Officer Arthur, would you mind coming up for maybe 2 or 3 minutes and just talk about how you've been involved and how many kids you actually have participate this maybe on an annual basis, and maybe some of the venues that you go to throughout the year?
So we've done approximately 6,270 child IDs since 2012 when we got the child ID machine. We usually go to open houses at schools, local fire departments. We've been to like Beaver Falls Fire Department, Constable Fire Department before. So I basically got involved with, once I started here at the police department, they kind of needed somebody to do it, so that's how I kind of got involved, and I've been a part of it ever since, and I like doing it and going to all the events. Our main event we go to is the Lewis County Fair and Cream Cheese Festival. That's usually where we do the most of child IDs, and we like going every year and maybe to continue for the next few years or until.
All right, great, thank you. Chief Orlov, did you have anything?
Just short, as everybody's giving thanks to those that donated. Thank you again, Mark. Thank you, Lions. But Tom's actually the one that spearheaded this whole thing. So thank you, because you haven't done things. So appreciate it. Thank you.
Mayor Beagle, anything?
I just basically same thing that Daryl said. I appreciate everything Mark Essenlohr and Lions has done for the village, and we really appreciate this new child ID, and that will be used religiously. Brandon was hoping to get one, and there you go, Brandon. Good to go.
Do any of the trustees want to speak, or are you good? And this is one of these projects that you hope to God that we never have to use, because that means a child's gone missing or has been abducted, etc. But it's good to know that it is in place, that if something horrible like that potentially happens, that we maybe prevent it or save a tragedy from happening. So one other thing is, if there is other projects out there that you have in the back of your mind, approach the Lions. It's hard for us. We're not afraid to say no if we think the project's too big, but it's tough for us to know about it if you never tell us. So we're there to make our community a better place. So in conclusion, I will open it up to the floor, and if I will attempt to answer any questions, or if it's directed towards Mark or anyone else, we'll take it from there. Is there any questions?
Can you show us how it works?
Yep, afterwards we can have Brandon show you real quick on how it goes down. So, any other questions or comments? Well, I thank everyone for coming, and hopefully we'll see you again, because that means we've put together another successful project. All right, thank you.